I'm Elias.
And I'm Ariana.
And I'm not sure. It's Monday, December 15th. You're watching the Mont Morning Show.
We have a lot happening at Belmont this month, starting with the girls and boys basketball season starting. If you would like to live stream you are interested in being an announcer or working behind the camera for any basketball game, report to Mr. Newber Room to sign up.
Now, the next story has students talking about what after-school clubs they want to join. That's right, a plethora of after-school clubs here at Belmont Charter High School. It sounds like a rumor, but it's real.
The Ignite After School Clubs we have to offer our Monday Sister Circle, Dungeon Dragon, Open Gym, Hooked on Yarn, Tuesday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Convo, Health and Fitness, Cosmetology, Afro Armor, Wednesday, Open Gym, Beyond the Bars, Chess and Cosmetology, Thursday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Convo, Health and Fitness, Chess, Cosmetology, STEM, Friday, Open Gym, Game Club, Sister Circle.
Let's see what the skies are up to. Over to Jesse with the forecast.
Good morning, Belmont. As you can see, we're looking at clear skies over Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's go into this week's forecast. Monday, we have the highest of 29 degrees and the lowest of 19 degrees. Tuesday, we have the highest of 34 degrees and the lowest of 24 degrees. Wednesday, we have the highest of 43 degrees and the lowest of 35. Thursday, we have the highest of 52 degrees and the lowest of 36. Friday, we have the highest of 45 degrees and the lowest of 30. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Jesse.
Belmont has two things upcoming for our students. December 19th, quarter 2 progress reports. December 22nd, start of winter break. Get with your friends and fellow classmates to make sure your grades are on track.
And now before our closing, we have a special podcast from our very own Moisey and Coach Al.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about, kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort. Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I.
Good morning, Belmont. Today, I'm here with your very own Coach Al. How you feeling today, Coach?
Top of the morning, Dot. What's up, bro? I'm good. How you?
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I can't complain.
Oh, all right. So today we brought you on to ask you a couple of questions, though. So first, for the people out there that don't know you, would you mind giving a backstory about yourself?
All right, yeah. Quick rundown. My name is Coach Al. Grew up Southwest Philly. If you're familiar with 57th and Woodland, that's where I grew up at. I say high school went to Roman Catholic. If you know Roman Catholic, they just won a state chip. High school went to Roman Catholic. College went to HBCU, Hampton University. Got my accounting degree, even though I'm not doing anything in accounting. So I do suggest for the ones that do go to college, make sure that when you obtain your degree, you get a job that is in that field. Just a quick little tidbit. And then from there, man, I had a funny career journey. I started in banking. When I graduated from Hampton, it was the recession. I'm not sure if you know what the recession is, but at that time, my bad. At that time, like the banks was bailing, houses was crashing, people couldn't be able to pay loans and stuff like that. So employers weren't really hiring people to get jobs. So I started working at a bank. I did that for a few years. Found out I was going to have a son, so I went from working at a bank to actually working at University of Penn. Did that for like almost 10 years. And I had a friend of mine that worked at the school district, and he asked me about if I wanted to be a dean. at Belmont Middle School. And I was like, a dean? Like, what's a dean? I ain't know, I ain't know what a dean was. So, long story short, I had an interview with the principal at the time, who was Stephanie Williams, and they wanted to hire me. So I talked to HR. HR was like, well, what you're asking for in terms of salary and what we're offering is two different things. So how would you like to be the gym/health teacher at the high school? I'm like, well, I thought you wanted me to work at the middle school. They was like, oh yeah, no, but it's kind of like more your speed, you know what I mean? Because you coach and all that. I'm like, all right, but like, I don't got a certification. She's like, oh yeah, nah, it's cool. We're going to get you in the program and you'll be able to get an emergency permit. And I was like, but I ain't never teach before. Like, I had all these different scenarios because I'm like, I ain't never do this. She's like, oh yeah, nah, you coach. Like, you're a coach, right? I'm like, yeah. So she really kind of put the battery in my back to do it, bro. So that's honestly how I got to Belmont. So shout out to Coach Rod, shout out to Miss Steph, and the people that thought I'd be a good fit here. So
You had a little journey.
yeah, I had a journey for sure.
So let me backtrack real quick. So like you said, you grew up in Southwest back in younger days. So,
For sure.
Like how was that? Like how was the environment for you around there?
Man, it was we used to call it the Wild Wild West. It was at that time. So I'll be 40 in March, right? So like it was like, I wouldn't say fresh out the crack era, but it was kind of like fresh out the crack era. So it was, drug dealers on the corner. I seen people hustling all day long. Like a lot of my old heads, they was hustlers. It was even a person that used to work. They weren't a hustler. Let me clear that up. It was a former employee of mine. Me and her, she's actually like my old head. She lived on 58th Street, so it was so funny about meeting her here back at Belmont because like I remember like me being a youngin', seeing her around the way with like the top guys. So it was a wild environment for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like there were so many barriers and so many distractions that could have pulled me to do negative things or get into a negative world. But like my foundation was my mom. My mom, super sturdy. So she the one, and my sister, she the one that really kept me on track to like stay out the way. And then my old heads used to be the same way. They was like, no, this not your lane.
Oh, word. So basically, like the environment you grew up, it didn't really like mess up what you had going on. And, like, oh, word.
For sure.
So now I was wondering to ask you, like, at your time at Belmont, like, do you feel like you helped improve like many kids' lifestyles? And how did you do that?
Yo, it's funny you say that. I always wonder if I have an impact on the youth. Just because, I could kind of relate with most, maybe not all, but I can kind of relate with most in terms of the environment that, was similar to mine. But I'll say I've seen like a few people that have graduated, or even like I call him my nephew, Mujahid. Y'all know him as OT, or Kyer Green. Y'all know him as Keys. Or even Tehran, like Shaw, like I can name so many youngins from Belmont that graduated that still hit me up and be like, yo, Coach Al, I appreciate you, I love you. If it wasn't for you, I might not be in the situation. I appreciate the talks we had. My young boy, Saeed. So I think I'm making an impact.
All right, that's 30. So before we get you up out of here, we got one more question to ask.
I'm ready.
For the kids out there that's like struggling in life, what's like some motivation that you'll want to give to them?
Wow. Okay. I'll say two things. In terms of motivation, I'll say a lot of times you'll see people doing certain things and you'll feel like that's a quicker route or a faster route. I'll say don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Run your race. So whether it take you 3 or 4 or 5 years to figure it out, or whether it take you a year to figure it out, it don't matter. Run your race, because literally what's for you is going to be for you. And last but not least, I got to shout out you for making first team all pub. Congratulations. I got to shout out my youngin' Elias, second team. Cannon, second team. QB1, youngin' Deuce, Big Mace, like T3. I'm so proud of y'all youngins, man. Real rap. I just want y'all to keep pushing it forward, bro. Y'all the wave, man. So keep doing y'all thing.
Appreciate you.
For sure.
That's all we got for y'all today. Have a good day, y'all.
You already know.
So that's all the time we got for you today. But don't worry, we'll be back with more interviews and everything Belmont.
Remember to stay curious, stay kind, and keep showing up. That's Tiger Pride. For everyone here at the studio, thanks for watching.